Tantor with a recap of Georgia Tech's beatdown of UVA 45-17. You have to excuse me if I'm not as excited as I am on the inside, on the outside, battling some pneumonia there. So got a bad cough. Take some cough medicine there. Look, 45-17. What a game. Definitely complimentary football. Our best defense is one hell of an offense. And that's the way it should have been all season long. Just a beatdown. I don't know who can stop our offense except for our offense. And we've done it. We've shown that we can successfully shut our own offense down. If the end of the Louisville game and Boston College and Bowling Green come up, well, that's because we stopped our offense there. All right, we'll just go straight into what I liked. I liked everything. This was incredible. It was an incredible game. You know, I liked our pass rush. We got to the quarterback. We pressured the UVA quarterbacks all game long. We knocked out their first quarterback, their second one and third. We just put the pressure on them, made them throw dumb passes. You know, Haynes King, very efficient, very good game. He was accurate for the most part. He missed a couple passes, but for the most part, he was very accurate. But the best part of him was on that zone read where he was pulling, having the quarterback keepers. I mean, he ran for 83 yards and 2 touchdowns and then threw another touchdown pass. Haynes was on, and he didn't need to do everything. And when he doesn't have to do everything, that's when he's at his best. I really think that when he puts it all on his shoulders, again, like it was against Ole Miss, and Bowling Green, and Boston College, he doesn't play well. But when he doesn't put it all on his shoulders and the team is around him, he's pretty sensational. Dante Smith. What can we say about little number 4 on the offense, man? He just was incredible. And as I'll bring up on a defensive player that I liked, you know, reminds me of that Bobby Knight, tribute to Bobby Knight. His little speech about the bench being the best motivator. Look that up. You know, Tantor doesn't want to destroy the benefits of that, but it's about the bench meeting the ass, and the bench taking control of the ass, and the ass sending the message to the brain, and the brain sending it to the body to play better. So the best motivator is the bench. And some of these guys that have been riding the bench have come back and benefited because they have really started stepping up. And Dante Smith, he had a heck of a game with 2 touchdowns, 78 yards rushing. Number 10, Johnson on defense. You know, I really don't think the guy can play football. But he had a heck of a game today. I know he limped off at the end, but he had a forced fumble. He was in on a lot of tackles. He stepped up because Harvey got hurt. And he had an excellent game out there today. You know, our rushing offense, we really put it on UVA again. And we couldn't be stopped running the ball. And when I said, what would I do this game when I was on with Rack Talk? I would run. I would run. I would run some more. And then I would play action pass off those runs. And that's what we did, and it worked. That's what we should have done. And finally, we put together a game plan that we can carry out and we can execute and we can dominate an opponent we should dominate. I like this is 2 wins in a row. That's a streak now. We've got a streak. And I love that. It's incredible. So we've got a good streak going on here. It also puts us at 5 wins, which is over the Vegas number. And we all know Tantor had the over this year. So I'm going back to Vegas to collect. And that'll pay for that trip. Thank you, Georgia Tech. I had faith in you. Not really. I was really panicking. But, you know, you guys have had me up and down all season long. I'd rather stay up on this one. All right, the defense forced 3 turnovers. the defense was very opportunistic, and they have been all season when given the opportunity. And they took it away 3 times against UVA today, and that was huge. It was huge stopping UVA on that one. Well, I have to nitpick because I always do what I like and what I hate. So I've really got to nitpick to come up with stuff what I hated, because here we had a complimentary football where our offense dominated, which took UVA out of their good running attack and forced them to throw with backup quarterbacks, with a weak offensive line that we were pressuring the quarterbacks, and it just really put us up on them. And what's the hate about any of that? I mean, heck, we even had a great special teams game. So what's there to hate? Well, that first quarter, our run defense was a little weak. We were giving up 8 and 9 yards a carry there. We gave up a total of 119 yards rushing for the game, but after the offense started putting them on, UVA had to abandon the rushing attack. It could have been different, but it wasn't. I didn't like the linebacker play. Sorry. I still didn't like the linebacker play. I saw them get run over in that first quarter. They weren't stepping up into the holes and filling. They're just not violent enough to play linebacker on Tantor's team. And that's all of them. I don't think any of them had a good match or a good game. I don't like all the subbing of players on and off, on offense or defense. On offense, I like to keep our players out there, and it keeps the momentum up. I like to run plays quick. I like to keep that momentum going. I like to attack teams. I like to knock them on their ass, put my foot on their throat, and take them out. When you get them down, take them out. Finish them off. Don't let them back up. And when we're subbing players out, it allows the defense to sub players out. It pauses the game, takes away a little bit of the momentum. Now, that didn't affect us at all today, but I don't like that on offense. And on defense, when we do that, it just makes us unorganized out there. It didn't cost us anything today, but I don't like that. Again, I'm just nitpicking this crap. I don't like wide receiver screens. I don't know why. They're not really that successful. I just don't like wide receiver screens. I think there's better ways of getting our wide receivers the ball. But it didn't cost us today either, because whatever we did, the wide receiver screens, did they work today? No, they didn't. But I think it got the cornerbacks up on UVA, and then the first play, well, not the first play of the second half, but the first drive of the second half, we went over the top to Singleton, and there you go, you got 6, because he just torched the guy, because they're up so high, up so down on the line of scrimmage. I don't like the dumb penalties on defense. All right, well, I think we had a couple face masks that took away sacks. It's aggravating when we make a great defensive play and there's yellow out on the field because we have a face mask or we have a defensive holding or something like that. Can't stand it. It just sucks. So, really and truly though, we kicked some ass today. And that's what we want to see week in, week out. That's the expectations of this team. That's the talent level on offense of this team. And that's what we should hold them accountable for. Effort and success and execution, like what we saw in Charlottesville today, like what we saw in Wake. That's what we have to see. That's what we can do. And then the defense, just don't screw it up. It's a low bar. Just don't screw it up. And they didn't. That's what I want to see. That's what we should have. Now, next week, we go to Clemson. And just when I thought Clemson sucks, they laid it on Notre Dame today. Clemson can run the football. And I'm worried about this run defense against Clemson's run offense. But if there was ever a time to put it to Clemson, this is it. This is the time. So the kids, hey, celebrate coming back from Charlottesville. It's probably going to take you all day to get back. So congratulations, celebrate. But Sunday morning, you go back to work because you play Clemson and take it to them. And let's have a great season. Let's go to a bowl game. Let's get some wins under our belt. And let's go up to Athens, the last game of the season, and kick somebody's ass. Tantor out.